In this video, we will take a look at multiplying a decimal by a whole number using a base 10 shorthand drawing. The focus of this standard is using models, drawings, and strategies based on place value to compute problems. Here we will look at multiplying 5 and 44 hundredths times 3. Before we begin to solve, it's helpful for us to estimate so we can make sure that our actual answer is reasonable. When we look at 5 and 44 hundredths, we could say that that is close to 5 wholes. And I know that 5 times 3 is equal to 15. So this lets me know that our answer should be close to 15. Students may also note that they know the answer will be close to 15, but actually more than 15, since we're really multiplying a little more than 5 times 3. And for our estimate, we just did 5 times 3. So to begin to solve, we're going to want to represent, using a base 10 shorthand drawing, 5 and 44 hundredths 3 times. So remember that to draw a flat is representing one whole, so I need to show 5 wholes. Then 44 hundredths is made up of 4 tenths and 4 hundredths, so I'll draw 4 tenths. Remember, that's a rod like this, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 tenths. And then 4 hundredths, which a hundredth is represented by a dot like that in the base 10 shorthand drawing. So I know that is 5 and 44 hundredths, but I need to show that 3 times. So we'll show 5 and 44 hundredths again. So that's 5 and 44 hundredths twice. And so we need it one more time. So there's 5 and 4 tenths and 4 hundredths. So here we've shown 5 and 44 hundredths 3 times. Now, in order for us to see the product, we're going to need to see if we can do any regrouping. And so we're going to start in the hundredths. Here I see that I have 4 hundredths 3 times. So that is a total of 12 hundredths. And I know that 10 hundredths makes 1 tenth. So I'm going to go ahead and take 10 of these hundredths, and I'm going to regroup them for a new tenth. Now, similarly, we need to look at the tenths that we have here and see if we're able to regroup any of those to make a new whole. We know it takes 10 tenths to make one whole. I can see that I had 12 tenths, and then I created one new tenth, so I have a total of 13 tenths here. Since it takes 10 tenths to make one whole, I know I have enough to regroup. So I'm going to take 10 of these tenths and regroup them for a new whole. And so now I just need to go back and count and see how much I have. So I can see that I have 5, 10, 15, and then one more new whole, so 16. We have 16 wholes. I have 1, 2, 3 tenths that weren't regrouped, so 3 tenths, and there's 2 hundredths there, so 2 hundredths. So this shows me that 5 and 44 hundredths times 3 is equal to 16 and 32 hundredths. And I know that answer is reasonable. It is close to our estimate of 15. And when we estimated, we said that our answer would be close to 15, but definitely a little bit more than 15. So that helps us know that 16 and 32 hundredths is a reasonable answer. And again, this is how we can multiply a decimal by a whole number using a base 10 shorthand drawing.